Hey guys, so today we'll be discussing the topic of online dating and why it should be destigmatized because it's actually been statistically proven to have a lot more benefits than conventional dating. You may already know some reputable websites that exist today. There's OkCupid, eHarmony, Match.com, Badoo, Plenty of Fish. And part of the reason why online dating should be destigmatized is because, as I previously mentioned, it has a lot of benefits over conventional dating. It's been statistically proven to be a lot safer than conventional dating. More efficient in discovery, meaning you learn a lot of critical facts about your partner early on. It actually operates as a fair playing field for all of its users, so contrary to popular belief, you don't have to be attractive to succeed in online dating. And those who get involved in relationships and eventually develop into marriage tend to have higher retention in marriage and higher marital satisfaction as well. So to understand why online dating actually provides better benefits than conventional dating, it's important to look at the methodology of online dating and the algorithm that a lot of companies use. What traditionally happens is when users sign up for a new service, they initially fill out a questionnaire with a bunch of basic questions about their personality, and the algorithm actually triangulates the answers on the questionnaire with the behavior of the user, such as the people, the profile that she clicks on, and how long they stay on the profile page, and what kind of people they talk to, and how long they talk to that person. Now, you may be skeptic to believe that there's an algorithm sophisticated enough to understand the complexity of love. However, here's a situation to help you better understand the concept. Say you have a 35-year-old Democratic woman living in New York City. She wants a man her age, in her area, and with a master's degree. That criteria alone will generate thousands of results. So what Match.com has to do is she has to triangulate the data on her questionnaire with the behavior that she does. So what kind of behavior would we be looking at? We would be looking at the types of profiles that she clicks on, the type of people that she engages with, and how long she engages with those people and the length of those conversations. So, for example, say, despite claiming to be a Democratic woman wanting someone her age, if she tends to click on profiles of men in their 40s and they tend to be Republican, Match.com will begin to insinuate that maybe she doesn't want a man her age that's Democratic, however she wants a 40-year-old Republican. And this is actually really important to the success of online dating. What tends to happen is these big name websites have a better understanding of ourselves and our innate desires than we actually acknowledge. So they can actually go out and discover partners that would be ideal for us, even though it's something we may have never actually considered. It's the equivalent of having a friend, and she goes, I think Brad is going to be a really good match for you. You've never really thought of Brad as being an ideal partner, but you take her advice and you go on a date with him anyway. And you go on a date and you have a really good time and you have future dates with him. Now, if your friend never made that initial suggestion, you would have never actually considered Brad to be an ideal partner for you. But it's up to your friend to make these insinuations about the way that you speak and what they already know about this person, that they have to make the connection that you will be a good fit for this person, even when you don't actually acknowledge that or have never even considered it before. And something amazing is happening in the online dating world. In the past 5 years, anywhere from recent college graduates to middle-aged people to senior citizens that are 65 and plus, the numbers have increased 2 or 3-fold. The pool of people that you can select from is much greater. So there's a huge division in the attitude directed towards online dating between the people who are familiar with the service and people who don't have any experience using it. Those who use online dating actually tend to believe that it's a more efficient way of meeting people, and through online dating they found a much better partner for themselves than they would have if they had gone through a conventional route, such as a bar or church or through school. And people who are unfamiliar with online dating tend to believe it's actually only really for desperate people, and on top of that, they tend to view it as being very unsafe. It's very obvious to see why those two components alone would be a huge reason why people would stray away from the service to begin with. As I mentioned earlier, online dating is a fair playing field for everybody, though it is true that attractive people have significantly higher views on their profile. Those who are more invested in the service tend to have a significantly higher chance of finding a potential partner. So if you've ever met anybody who's using an online dating service and they claim that online dating isn't really fair, that they can't get anyone to talk to them, or that there's nobody really out there for them, or that it's stupid, what tends to happen is those people who complain have significantly less information in their biography, that they only really say like 3 key details about themselves and that's it. Or when they engage in conversation, they send very little messages and don't really share anything about themselves. And the reason for this may be is that rejection is still a very valid fear when using online dating. However, the people who are willing to overlook the vulnerability component, who share a lot of information about themselves, use a lot of words, exchange messages that are longer in length, have a significantly higher chance of eventually going on a date with somebody in real life and being happier with that person because they were afraid of putting themselves out there.